We are live. Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome to our live today. We are so excited. Today is our very first Connector Mondays with Bernadine live. If you are joining me live today, say hello in the comment section and let me know where you're watching from. I would like to see who is here tonight. This space is all about growth, opportunities, powerful connections, because sometimes the right conversation can change the direction of your life, like it did for me. So if you believe in the power of connection, drop connection in the comment section. And today, I want to tell you guys, I truly believe that success is not all about what we know. That is why I am here tonight to challenge the status quo, which says that knowledge is power. Yes, knowledge is power, we know. But if that knowledge that you have, if you're not connected to the right space, to the right circle, to the right opportunities, then that knowledge that you have may not be so useful to you. That is why I'm here today. So we can start that conversation, very crucial conversation of how we're going to turn our knowledge into our power, how we're going to get connected to the right people, get connected to the right opportunities, and boom, that's growth for us. So many opportunities begin with a very simple conversation, one introduction, one new idea, and one person who believes in you. And guess the first person that believes in you is you. You got to believe in yourself first before someone else can believe in you. Believe in you because I believe in you, and I need you to believe in yourself as well. So you're going to start with just one conversation, one new idea, and multiple possibilities. And sometimes that one conversation starts a connection. And that one connection opens doors that you didn't even know existed. So every Monday, we're going to be talking about growth. We're going to be talking about opportunities. And also we'll be discussing mindset. Because from my experience so far, I know that mindset is huge. You have to get your mindset prepared for what is coming because you're going to dream dreams that are bigger than you. And you're going to start building connections. You're going to start hanging with the right people. You're going to find yourself in the right space. And what happens when that what happens? What happens is that when you start changing your circle into the better one, when you start connecting, you start opening up opportunities for you. And you'll be so surprised what you see. You'll be so surprised what you see. Let me tell you guys something about my own journey. Yes, my experience from my own personal journey is one big inspiration that I have, and I wanted to share it with the world. I wanted to share it with others because I'm 100% sure that it can inspire somebody. It can inspire somebody out there and move them from point A to point B and change the life of a family, change the trajectory of a family. You could be the one that your family depend on. Your entire lineage could depend on you for the new story, for that success story for their family. So it is time to rise up and look around and say, what is going on? I am worth more. I can do more than what I'm doing right now. There's so many opportunities out there that I want to discuss. So welcome. And if you have a friend or family member or a friend who you think could benefit from this, send them the link, let them join us. This is a very important discussion because in this space, we are talking about real life. In this space, this is a safe zone. This is a no judgment zone. We are sharing our experience. We're sharing opportunities. We are connecting with the right people. That is what we are doing in this space so that we can grow. Usually at the beginning of the year, people do New Year resolutions. They want to do this. They want to do this. They want to improve their lives. They want better finances. They want to improve their health. They want to start going to the gym. They want to, so many things people want to do at the beginning of the year. But what happens? Maybe they start doing it 1 or 2 times. By the mid-January, everything drops off. That is what we are trying to fight in this event. So I launched this program from my own life, personal life experience. This page is not for hype, it's for reality. It's for us to talk about reality. The thing that helped me as an individual is what I want to share so that they can help other people, especially mothers, especially moms, and moms who are professionals. That is the life I lived. I am a mom myself. I am a mother of 5, amazing children. I thank God. I am also a professional. So I am talking from my own personal life experience. There is no hype. So we are going to be open and vulnerable to each other. The main goal is for us to learn and grow and to change the life of a family, so that what God has done for me, I want God to do it for other families as well. So for myself, like I said, I'm a mom. I am a nurse by training. I work as a nurse practitioner. I've worked as a nurse for over 20 years and as a nurse practitioner for the past 6 years. And one thing I realized in all these roles that I worked in all these years is one common denominator. And what is that? Is you have fixed schedule, you have a fixed income, someone determines for you how much you're worth, and that is how much you're paid. But life can offer way more than that. Today, type yes in the comment section. I want to, or a dad, any working parent, type yes in the working section. Have you ever been challenged of time, trying to find time to be with your family, trying to find time to trying to find that balance between working as a mom and also being able to be that mother that you want, or that wife that you want to your husband? If you are that person, type yes, because I am. I know that it was very challenging for me to keep my schedule, keep my responsibilities as a professional, and at the same time take care of being the mom that I want to be. Because I want to be in all the games. I want to be in that basketball game. I want to be at home with the family. I want to cook dinner. I want to be at the dinner table with my family. And at the same time, make enough to support my family. Those are the things that moms want to do. So that is the reason why I started this program, so we can have some real talk about what are we going to do about it. We don't have all the time in the world to stay with our families. We don't. God gave us a certain type of amount of time to live, and we have to maximize it as much as we can. There is no excuse. This space is no excuse zone. That is what we are doing. We are not giving excuses. I'm not going to give you excuses, and we're not going to be giving excuses. We're going to support each other. We're going to inspire each other to do more. That is what this space is about. So in continuing, I found out that time was a challenge. I also find out that finances was a challenge too. I know I worked 2 jobs. I worked a lot of overtime, and in it all, it wasn't still cutting. Not until I said there has to be another way. There has to be another way. I used to have my mom help me at home, but she's not here anymore. God, she has gone to be with the Lord. May her soul rest in peace. And that was a wake-up call for me. I needed to be at home a little more. My kids are grown now and gone, but I still have a teenager that I need to be at home with. I still have a teenager that I need to attend his basketball games. So that's the reason why I started looking around. And I started connecting. And just one conversation changed my entire life. I cannot believe it. Just one conversation that I started discussing what I wanted to do, and someone started sharing the ideas about what they were doing. And I'm like, they could help me as well. I explored it, and the rest is history. The rest is history. And I'm like, where have I been all these years? Now I am a successful online business entrepreneur. In addition to being a nurse practitioner, you cannot even combine the two. Nobody will believe me, but that is true. And this all started from just a single conversation that I had with somebody and changed my entire perspective of life. So in this forum, we're going to be discussing about mindset, how you're going to get the correct mindset, how you're going to start changing from the mindset of an employee to the mindset of an entrepreneur. Anyone can do it. There are so many opportunities out there that we can leverage. So this stuff is an eye-opener for me. That is why I don't want to keep quiet. I want to share it with the world so that others can leverage those opportunities out there. People will choose whatever they want to do. So in continuation, there are a few things that we have to bear in mind. One is we have to have clarity. We have to have clarity about what we want. What do you actually want? What is that challenge that you are struggling with? Is it you're struggling with consistency? You want to do this, but you're not consistent with it. That is the legitimate challenge. I am challenged with that too, until I found this blueprint. Is it that you don't have time? If you don't have time, That is also okay. Then we teach you time management. We teach you how to maximize your time. Everyone has 24 hours. We're going to teach you how to maximize that 24 hours so that you can do so much more with it and still get you some good rest, still make you good your income, fix it, create you extra streams of income, and at the same time live a good life. Those are the things we teach in this space. And is it fear that is your problem? That is the hindrance. If it is fear, you're not alone. I had fear too. When before I started all this, I was not a, someone. I'm not even a very social media person like that. But I had to grow out of my fear. I used to have fear of judgment. What will somebody say? What will my neighbor say? Who knows what my friend will say? Who knows what my coworker will say? Who knows what my people will say? But after you grow, you find out that those things are irrelevant. Those people you are worrying about what they will say, they're not paying your bills. No, they're not. When you have opportunities that people are paying off their mortgages, people are retiring at the age of 30 something. My first upline who brought me in this business retired at the age of 38, a very young lady. She retired already because she replaced her income. Her annual income she replaced she make in a month. So she retired. So many people like that, the paying of their mortgages, the paying of their student loan. Why not? You don't tell me you're too old. I am old too, but I still got on it. So we're going to be discussing about mindset every Monday. We're going to be discussing about inspiration, how to inspire each other. We're going to be talking about time management. We're going to also be talking about this fear that I just mentioned. If fear is the issue, we will give you the blueprint how to get over it. These are topics we're going to be talking one by one every month. So if you are someone out there who is tired of being tired, someone out there who desire a change in your life, someone who is serious about a change, because there are different levels of desire. You could desire something, but you really desire it in a lukewarm nature. That means you're not super serious. Even the Bible says that they want Christians who are not lukewarm, Christians who are fire. That is the type of mindset that we want. That's the type of mindset we're building. For example, let me use going to gym, for example. Someone said they want to go to the gym. They go only one day. The next day, they don't go. 1 month, they haven't even gone. They're not consistent. So consistency is one of the things we're addressing as well. So I don't need everybody. Mark your calendars. By the time you be in this program for the next 3 months, or even for 1 month, you're going to be a different individual altogether. Because every Monday for about 20-30 minutes, we're going to be discussing one critical point that people are struggling with. This is something that a lot of people are dealing with, not just one person. Not just one person. So we have a blueprint that is all mapped out. If you require more information, don't forget, it all starts with one conversation, just one discussion, one conversation, just like we're having conversation right now. It's one conversation leads to one connection. One connection leads to opportunities. And those opportunities leads to one decision. And when you have all these decisions, what happens? Changes your life. You become a whole different person altogether. Like myself, I am a whole different person altogether from who I was 2 years ago. So I am super grateful, and that is why I am sharing, because I want others to experience this, especially moms. It's so difficult for moms. That's why I keep calling moms. The reason is because we as mothers, we carry dual responsibility of being a professional and at the same time being a mom, trying to cook dinner at home, trying to do laundry, trying to clean the house, trying to attend your kids' events and all that stuff. It's so much in our plate as moms, as parents as a whole. But especially moms. That is why this is so critical, that every mom have to leverage their own superpower. God created everyone with gifts. Believe me, we are so gifted. God is so generous. We are so gifted. The only thing that God is requiring from us to do is to sharpen the gifts that we already have. We don't need to go back to school for anything else. We are all well schooled. What we just need is the right connection. Once you have the right connection, it opens up the right opportunities for you, and you start enjoying life. For example, let me use online as an example. A lot of people are online scrolling through Facebook. Facebook is business, but majority of people don't know that. They look at Facebook as something where they have the entertainment, where they look at people dancing, people cooking. These are all good. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. But as someone who is business minded, that's what I want us to do in this community, in this program. I want all of us to change our mindset to business mindset. That's one of my goals. And that is what I'm going to be discussing. By the time I finish with you for 1 month, you're going to be fired. You're going to be ready for your own business. You're going to be ready for your own business and start making cashing out like everybody else. There's a lot of opportunities online, so many opportunities online. Some people do content creation and they get paid. They get paid heavily. Some people do drop shipping. Some people do so many different things. For me, I'm focusing on online digital business. That's what I do online. And I'm earning way even more than my regular job. You know, I get paid in physical checks. I don't like showing checks when I'm doing program, but this is my first event. So I'm going to show you guys really quick. This you see here, these are all checks. These are all checks. And that I don't like to show, but the reason why I'm showing so that you can, these are about 14 checks that within the past, less than 1 week, you know, these ones are already opened. I haven't even paid them in, but these are live checks, about 14 of them here that I still have to open. So what I'm telling you is something that I know is for sure. And this is tax registered business, registered with IRS. There's nothing like it could be a scam. None of that. I'm a research scholar. So before I get into anything, I do thorough research to make sure that it's legitimate. This is legitimate, tax registered with IRS in the US, and also tax registered in other 23 other countries. In Canada, they receive their T4A. That's their own tax receipt that they get at the end of the year. In the US, we get 1099. I already got my 1099 for 2025. This is just one out of so many opportunities that we're going to be sharing on this forum. So I want everybody to stay put, go and roll your sleeves up, because we are in real business here. I just want serious-minded people who are ready to change their lives, because that is what we are doing. 2024, the first quarter is over. And you're not going to allow, how did the first quarter go? Did you achieve the goals that you planned on January 1st? If yes, it's okay. If no, it's okay too. That is why we're here. We are here so that we can provide that support to each other. We can support each other to go to our goals. We all have skills that God already gave us. We just need a little support to sharpen those skills. And that is why I'm here, because I am teaching from my own personal experience. I am sharing my experience with the world, because I want younger women, especially younger women who has little children, to benefit from all these, so that what we went through, so that what we suffered trying to raise our children in the diaspora, they don't have to go through that. When another person have experience, you learn from the experience, then you teach the younger generation so that they don't have to go through what you went through. That is the reason why I opened this forum, so that I can spread the word. I can share my life with the world, and somebody can be inspired to improve their own life. So I am so grateful for you guys joining me today. Don't forget, if you don't take anything away today, take away that it's about connections. It's not all about you, what you know. That Bernadine is challenging the status quo, that knowledge is power. Yes, knowledge is power, I agree, but I also disagree. You can have a PhD, you can have a doctorate, and you're still struggling financially. You're still struggling. Somebody's still controlling your schedule. You don't even have freedom. You want to go to vacation. You keep planning for years. You keep planning. At the end of the year, you don't have enough money to do that. When there are so much money online that you can leverage. That is why I'm here to challenge that status quo. Knowledge is power, but knowledge is not power. Knowledge can only be power when you get connected to the right people, when you get connected to the right opportunities, when you get connected to the right space. If you are in the right space, that knowledge becomes power. If you hold all those certificates and all those stuff that you have, all those skills, and you don't get connected, that knowledge will not be power for you. So, but I want your knowledge to become power for you. That is why we are here. We're in the business of connections. We're in the business of opportunities. We're in the business of growth. That's what we are doing here. This is not a joke. This is serious. This is for serious-minded people who are ready to change the trajectory of their family and of their lives, of their children, create generational wealth for their children. We have been here for decades in diaspora. Our own children should have a better life than we did. That is one of the reasons why I hop onto this, because my certificate, I'm not going to hand over to my children. But these businesses that we are creating now, we can hand over. We can actually bring them into business on time. The earlier, the better. So that is the reason. So if you're here and you have a strong mind, if you believe that connection can move you from point A to point B, drop in the comment section, connect. And I'm going to send you more detailed information about what's going to need to move you from point A to point B. And at the same time, it's either you drop the comment on the comment section, connect, and I'll reach out to you and send you more information, or you can send me a DM and just drop connect. And I'm going to send you those opportunities. It is so important to me that moms, especially moms, cut down their working hours, stay at home with their children, and love on them. Stay at home with their spouse. Keep your regular job, but there's no need for extra overtime. There's no need for second job at all for moms. Motherhood is a full-time job already. That is why I'm here. So I want to thank everyone so much for joining us today. And don't forget, it's one connection, one conversation just that we're having right now. One conversation leads to what? One opportunity. And what does it lead to? It leads to more, sorry, one conversation leads to connection, and connection gets you to more opportunities. And what happens? That's when you blossom. That's when you grow. That's when those skills that God gave you is going to shine out. And you use that to open up multiple streams of income for you and your family, gain your time freedom, and become your own boss eventually. That is the goal, and live a better life. And if you're my age, then you can start getting ready for your grandchildren to start traveling and running around. So thank you guys for joining us. I do appreciate everyone. If you have not, please don't forget to drop in the comment section where you logged in from, where you're watching from. We want to know where people watched our program from. And I will see you guys next Monday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you for joining us today. Bye-bye now. Let's go ahead and connect and grow and expand. Bye-bye now. Let's go have a great week.